Like it wouldn't be all like on the down like this, but.
Absolutely stunning day, isn't it, Mace? It is, and it happens to be Easter. Happy Easter, everybody. Wow, I mean, what a year. We could really use Jesus right now instead of some eggs, but it's all right. Fun day today. We're gonna go. Babs wanted to go do something. She's limited on days off. Donut store's been packed. I've met up with a lot of people at the donut store. A lot of people off of here, a lot of people locally. Met up with a great family from Fresno yesterday. Dropped this awesome little coffee mug. Just a great little mug. Had a fantastic dinner last night with another family that was down here from Jersey. Met up with another family that traveled all the way down from New York that was looking at places in East Tennessee, looking to relocate the family here. They're originally from Brazil. We're having some good times. But today's one of those fun adventure days. We're gonna go check out a new spot. We've been wanting to go for the past year, but obviously with COVID, stuff's locked it down and we haven't been able to go. But they are closed during the wintertime and they do open back up in spring. April 1st they opened. So we are gonna go since they are open. And I'm very excited to take everyone along because just looks like it's gonna be an awesome adventure. So happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
I wanted to catch her. She's brushing her teeth. Look at how awesome people are. Random strangers on the internet. Like these are all hats going out and shirts, and I mean some of y'all are so awesome. You know, we as people want to do stuff and we have dreams and aspirations or ideas and we want to move forward with things. It's funny because your friends and your family are the first ones to tell you that you can't do it or you're not gonna be able to do it, or they're never like cheerleading, it seems like, but the random strangers on the internet, they always got your back. And it's a whole family thing today, so I'm excited because everyone's going. Pigs, how are you? How are you doing, Pigs? So I'm gonna try, since the girls are going, I'm gonna try to squeeze in as many Easter-related dad joke puns as I can throughout the day.
Oh, please!
Like coming out of the gate, happy Easter, right? It's a classic. We're gonna see how many of those we can get in today. So, Babs, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for today's adventure?
I'm at a 10. I think it's gonna be fun.
A 10. She's excited.
I'm more excited for their food because it looks really good.
They do. They have a great restaurant there. There's a distillery there. There's the adventure you gotta go on. There's all kinds of fun stuff up there. So I'm excited. Everyone's excited for this one. It's good. Happy Easter, everybody. Are y'all excited?
I'm excited.
This is Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary. Oh, so excited for this. She's not excited. She's excited. Taylor's probably excited. Taylor's into this kind of stuff too. So this closed down what, 2009? Mm-hmm. 2009. So it's recent. It was established in 1896, and we are gonna go tour an abandoned state penitentiary. Let's go. Dude, it just has like a smell in here that like kind of musty. Why? The whipping post. A 4-foot leather strap attached to a baseball bat handle.
Oh,
Beaten until welts appeared. Y'all think we're terrible parents, huh? Okay, so she told us to come over here to the museum first. It kind of gives you a background on the whole thing so you can kind of get an understanding of it. So this is the laundry facility. And an inmate can make 17 cents an hour washing clothes. They had shower stalls where inmates could take showers, but you weren't allowed to have a towel. They wouldn't give you a towel because that would be more laundry. The hole. Do you know what the hole is? So when you were like a bad, like they couldn't control you and like you were a bad prisoner, you went in the hole. Okay, so they have that documentary. We're gonna check that out really quick, kind of get a background. All right, so that's a very good little video. It's a little graphic if you got kids, maybe. But it's good. It gives a good background on it. Basically, this penitentiary was one of the worst, and all the little town down below here in Petros, like it was generations of family ran this place and were guards and whatnot. So it has a little bit of feedback from the guards and what they went through and what they saw and how bad the inmates were. Really interesting though. Really interesting hearing their feedback and their side of the story. So they had boxing, they had basketball, they had weightlifting. It was segregated. You had blacks on one side, whites on the other.
for exercising.
Exercise had to be separated. It's cold in here, but it's wild listening to the officers and their stories, just of how violent it was. And like they said, you know, you were going to if you ended up in the graveyard, it was either because of disease, a dagger that was made here, or you were shot trying to escape. And speaking of escaping, James Earl Ray assassinated Martin Luther King Jr. He was brought here. Like this is where he did his time and eventually escaped. He actually escaped with 7 other prisoners.
6.
They were caught 3 days later. 6 prisoners. They were brought back, but they talked about the ladder that they built to get over the wall. But that's where they got out to. They got out into this. So this is Frozen Head State Park. And they just got out into the forest and kind of disappeared. And they said they had TBI, FBI, CIA, anybody was here looking for him. And eventually he was transferred down to Nashville where he died. But wild. This was like the worst of the worst were here. So they have concerts here. They actually are rescheduling concerts now. Kip Moore is here. Jamie Johnson is here. Try to come to one of these shows. But they do. I want to come back with Ant and them. They do a nighttime one. So you could bring your group of 6 or you could bring a group of 12. And you come and you take a tour at like 9 or 10 o'clock with someone here. And then from like 10 o'clock on until 2 a.m. for the smaller tour and 4 a.m. for the bigger tour, you have the grounds to yourself to explore. Middle of the night, by yourself, just your little group. Like, you talk about scary. Woo, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. I mean, it is beautiful. Like, if you're gonna be stuck in prison, I guess.
Brushy Mountain.
Brushy Mountain's
Fireball,
pretty,
fireball.
man. You just bound by this wall. Like,
It's not even that high though.
it doesn't seem that high. I wonder if that's like the original height.
You'd think it
And what else you gotta do? You gotta make every attempt to try to get out, right? If you're stuck in here.
The guards must have been sleeping.
So they said when James Earl Ray escaped, there was what was it, 100 or 200 prisoners or something? They mock staged like a little riot in the basketball court. So they were all like really going at each other, but still like it was staged. Try to get the guards' attention and all this stuff. So that distracted them, and they were able to build this little ladder where, you know, they had a handful of them all with a little piece, and they were able to put the ladder up, and that's how they escaped during that time and during the distraction. But just crazy, like walking through here and made your money, you come here and you could spend it all. You can buy shampoo, candy, coffee, cigarettes. Okay, so this is D block. This is maximum security, like the worst. This is the worst of the worst, right? 32 solitary cells weren't nearly enough to serve a prison full of first-degree murderers who were as violent as on the inside as they had been on the outside. Once an inmate spotting a guy lifting weights pushed the bar into the man's chest, just as his friend shoved a shank into his side. Yeah, stay out of jail. That was a shower. So here's...
You're kidding.
Yeah, there's a shower right there. And you didn't get a towel. So here's your cell block right here.
It's a cell block.
So that's what you lived in.
Nuh-uh, that's a shoebox.
That's what you lived in. What do you do, pull-ups or chin-ups? Come on.
I can't.
Come on, chicken.
No arm strength.
You just jumped.
Oh, if I jump, maybe I could.
Okay, hold on.
What are you doing?
Cheater.
Cheater? Come on.
You're supposed to swing it.
Come on.
Wait,
Come on.
hold on.
Okay, so if you were in D block, you spent 23 hours in your little cell, and then you got an hour. You got an hour out here in this little
I'm as close.
this little cage. You had an hour. Oh, Babs will do one for sure. Come on, girl. Look at that. Dang,
Try hard.
she's in the pen. She be in the pen. So they were transferred from their cell to the exercise yard. You had your hands and feet shackled. Once inside the cage, the inmates turned around to have their feet unshackled first, then their hands through the little door hatch things right there. They did have an electric chair, dubbed Sparky, but it was never used. Here, what's up there? I wonder if the inmates got to exercise. Okay, so this is a cafeteria, the second story of that one we were just in. So this guy, James Schlegel, he had 318-year sentence for kidnapping and murder. He was trying to find a way out, so he studied yoga for over a year, fit his body into two 18x9 boxes that were taped together with the help of some kitchen people, like a contortionist, and they snuck him out in that, and it was labeled roast beef, and that's how he got out. He ended up falling off the back of the truck, and an off-duty prison guard caught him and brought him back, though. Like potatoes, they had beef, because they obviously had that thing marked roast beef.
Peas, they definitely had peas.
Peas are terrible.
Bread, they definitely had stale bread.
Definitely. Do you think they had Easter eggs?
No.
I bet if they did, they were to die for. This is Mackenzie's favorite cell block because they had farm lights.
Like I have in my room.
They had farm lights in this cell. They worked as miners up here. You had a short 100-foot distance from the prison to the cave where they would do the mining, and you get in a little rail car so they wouldn't be able to escape. 5 to 40 cents a ton if you were working overtasks, so overtime doing more than you wanted to. Miners rotated shifts, 12 hours on, 12 hours off, so that way the cells could be double booked. They could have 4 people in here because 2 people would be out working 12 hours and they come back in. So necessarily wasn't going to be like just your cell, I guess. So prison's not what it's cracked up to be, huh? Well, how was that?
I think that was
Pretty fun,
pretty
huh?
fun. I like the drawings on the walls that the inmates did.
Yeah, like they left all the detail there, like the history there. Like, if you want to get married, you want to get married? You can say renew our vows here.
Yeah, let's renew them at the prison.
Cell block D. All right, you guys like it?
Yeah.
Got a lot of exercise walking around.
Hey, stop.
Okay, so just down here from the actual prison, they have a distillery and a restaurant. Food looks amazing. We're gonna stop in there really quick and see if we can find something to eat. If you had dropped that food,
No.
that wouldn't have even been Bunny.
Dad, stop.
Not even Bunny.
Oh, she's on it.
You use barely any barbecue sauce.
Look at this food. Okay, food. Does it taste good?
Excellent.
Don't be taking my dad jokes, okay? That pork
The pork
is
is
amazing.
Oh, you did good. Excellent.
No, not everything is a dad joke. Okay?
It's exceptional.
That's a good. That's a
That
good
one.
one.
That one.
That's a
didn't
good
work.
one.
That one didn't work.
The tasting's $5.
Oh, nice. So they have tastings here. Like I said, they had concerts. They had a bunch lined up for 2020. They were all canceled, obviously, so they're trying to get in 2021. Lots of people on their side-by-sides coming up here. Looks like it's all country concerts that they have planned. They don't have any hip-hop concerts planned.
Well,
Hip hop?
Well, I thought with Easter there might be a hip-hop concert.
Dad, stop.
Good?
It was really good.
So they got the little restaurant barbecue stuff, really.
Like
They got a little
stuff.
distillery. You can do moonshine tasting.
They have whiskey, I think.
Maybe whiskey too. They do have some beers on tap here, but you can do the tasting inside there. And so this place closed down. Brushy Mountain closed down 2009.
Yeah.
Right? Because they couldn't expand. I mean, if you look at it, there's nowhere to go with it. So they ended up expanding one down in Morgan County. They had a big expansion, so they get thousands of beds versus this one. Would it hold 500?
587.
Hold 587 inmates, and that's because of that rotation thing. Overall, it's a cool place to visit. So you guys have fun?
Had a good day.
All right, let's hop to it.
Stop.